Okay, so damn, my shit tripping. So I'm gonna just get into it, man. I had actually came up with this title like 5 o'clock in the morning for these. I got 2 different lives that I'm doing today, and I had came up with the title this morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I just wanted to get into it. Now this particular title is just based off of people doing witchcraft and shit. Um, it's a difference between manifesting and doing witchcraft, okay? Manifesting is like co-creating with the universe, okay? It's where you meditate and you focus your energies and you make logical steps towards your goals, okay? You do what you can within your power as long as you're not overstepping the will of the Most High God, okay? That's co-creating with the universe, manifesting. You have to make sure that you are in alignment with the Most High God. You got to make sure that you're in alignment with the universe. You cannot take away people's free will, okay? And you also cannot step outside of universal law. And it's a lot of people that believe that they can destiny swap. And I'm here to tell y'all that shit is for the birds, okay? That shit is for the birds. If you think that you're going to destiny swap with somebody and you're not in alignment with the will of the Most High God, baby, you got a whole nother motherfucking thing coming, okay? Because this is a thing like too many cooks in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's too many chefs in the kitchen, the meal is fucked because everybody got their hands in the pot. And when you got all these people physically trying to throw dirt on somebody, physically attempting to do black magic, physically attempting to take somebody's health, physically attempting to take somebody's ability to take care of themselves, physically attempting to fuck up a person's life. You know what I'm saying? When you got people doing all of these things and they don't believe that that shit is coming back to them. You got to be a complete idiot. Like you have got to be a complete idiot. Not to call nobody dumb or anything like that, or, you know, not to degrade anyone. I'm just simply saying that you can't come and put your hands in the Most High God's pot. You can't come and do that. That's just like, say I go to the store. I buy some steaks. I buy some asparagus. I buy some mushrooms. I buy some potatoes. And I got a whole meal planned. And when I get home, your bitch ass done cooked my meal. And you done fucked it up. You ain't put no seasoning on it. It don't taste good. You ain't put no butter on the asparagus. You know what I'm saying? You just done fucked the whole meal up. Hey, Bruno, how you, bueno. How you doing, sweetie? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is where you at. But nonetheless, you got people that think that it's okay to do these types of things. And I'm just here to tell you, everything works towards the will of the Most High God. Meaning, the bad shit you do works towards the will of the Most High God. Ain't nothing happen. Ain't nothing happen. I'm just letting people know what it is, sweetie. Was you hoping something happened? You know what I'm saying? Is that what you was wishing for? That something had to happen? Ain't shit happen. But nonetheless, what I was getting at was this. When you got people who think that they can sprinkle their little bullshit on God's plan, and they don't believe that God allows these things to happen, because these things are all working towards the will of the Most High God. The bad that happens in your life, the good that happens in your life, the all right shit that happens in your life, the days where it's split down the middle and it's kind of good and it's kind of bad. You know, people are always going to attempt to dictate the way you cook your meal. But God gave you the resources to get that meal. God gave you the ability to get to the store to get those items. So if God wanted you to get to the store and get those items, and God wanted you to prepare that meal, and then some fool bring their ass into it and think, oh, well, I'm going to cook this the way I want to cook it. Oh, excuse me. You know God going to punish them, right? You know that, right? God is going to punish them because you cannot swap destinies with anyone. And when, this is the kicker, when you think you're going to sprinkle some fuck shit on somebody and then you're going to take their good destiny, that's not what's going to happen. You're going to take all that shit that you sprinkled on them. That's what you're going to take. That's what you're going to get. You're not going to get all of the good things that God has in store for them. You're going to get all the negative shit that you placed upon them. That's the only destiny that you're going to swap with them. Okay? Especially when a person know who they is. Like when a person knows who they are, you can't take nothing from them. That's why it's your job to love yourself. It's your job to be okay with yourself. It's your job. Hey, Yvette, how you doing, sweetie? It's your job. It is a sin to ruin God's creation, but no one can. I mean, think about it, sweetie. If the devil couldn't ruin God's creation, how the fuck does a man think that they will? How does a woman think that they will? If the devil couldn't do it, why do you think any human being can? See, people try to pump your heart full of fear, so that way you start to doubt your own power. You start to doubt your connection to the Most High God. You start to doubt your ability to co-create with the universe. And that's how people trick you into believing that they can take anything from you. Nobody can't take nothing from you. And every single thing that these people are doing to attempt to swap destinies with you is only working towards your betterment. I've literally been through so much shit, like so much, that I'm sure these people thought at one point that they was gonna bury me under the dirt. I'm sure they thought these things. I'm absolutely positive that they thought that God was going to allow them to destroy his child. But how would you destroy God's child? How? Even Jesus was resurrected. Like, seriously. If Jesus was resurrected after they stoned him, hung him on the cross, and left him there for everybody to make a spectacle of him, and 3 days later, he was resurrected. So, if Jesus was resurrected, even after being killed, why do you believe that anything anyone does is going to destroy you? It can't. You got to strengthen yourself. Strengthen yourself, get to know yourself, and love yourself. See yourself in the eyes of God. Because once you start stepping into that and you start becoming secure about who you are in God, once you start becoming secure about your abilities to co-create with the universe, your ability to be in alignment with the will of the Most High God, once you start making sound decisions and your decisions aren't based off destroying other people, that's what God wants from us. God wants us to make decisions that aren't based off of watching other people suffer. And some people are so low within themselves that they believe that the only joy that they have in life is to watch others suffer. And they don't think for a second that that suffering is going to come back to them. When you think you're going to swap destinies with the chosen, And you are not only trying to swap destinies, you got your other friend doing black magic. You got a practitioner across the world doing black magic. You got all these various people with their hands in the pot. That cancels out all of those different spells. All of those different spells that you all are casting over here. So I do apologize for the glitchiness, and thank you for letting me know, Yvette. I appreciate you. But when you believe that all of those different spells that you are casting on one person are not canceling each other out, you are a fool. You are the biggest fool of them all. Because the air that you breathe is God. The water that you bathe with is God. The earth that you step onto to get into your car is God. Okay? You got air, earth, water, and fire. And that fire is the holy fire of the Most High God. And it will engulf your entire soul, your entire camp. Everything that you have done, negative, positive, is all working towards the will of the Most High God. And for a while, I had let myself believe that these people had any authority over me. And then I had to realize, hold up. The God I serve is omnipotent, omnipowerful, omnipresent. Everywhere that you look, everywhere that you are, everything that you are is God. The very fibers and molecules that make you are God. We are all representatives of the Most High God, sweetie. Even the devil works for God. Even the devil has to get permission from God before the devil can do anything to you. Think about it. Think about Job. Think about how the devil had to go to God to convince God to even allow them to make moves against Job, to cast sickness upon Job, to cast famine upon Job. He had to go to God. So the fire, the flames from the fire. You know, some people get burnt up in those flames. Some people get engulfed in those flames. Some people can't handle those flames. And some people are shaped and molded in those same flames. And they come out sharper than ever. Because some people was built for this shit. I'm one of those people. Are you? Were you built for this? Or were you used as a tool to help mold me and shape me so that I could destroy you? Because everything that you do is working towards the will of the Most High God. And I am in full alignment with the will of the Most High God. I don't do anything that brings harm or pain or disgrace to anyone that has not earned that. And if my truth disturbs you, then possibly it's something that you're doing that isn't in alignment with God. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with being used as a double-edged sword to destroy you, because I have been tested and tried in the fires of the Most High God. And the Most High God told me those same fires that shaped and molded me and strengthened me and sharpened me are going to be the same fires that destroy you. There's nothing that you can do. And the more you try to put your flavors in this pot, the more you destroy yourself in the process. Everything you do works towards the will of the Most High God. Everything you think that you have authority over, you are mistaken, sweetie, because the only person that has authority is God. And I know we live in a world where people don't believe that God exists. And I know we live in a world where people don't believe that the trees are actually alive and living beings. And I know we live in a world where people don't believe that they themselves are being watched. But they feel like they have the authority to watch us. Who gave you that authority, sweetie? Who gave you permission? God didn't. And even the devil has to go to God to get permission. So if you haven't went to God and got permission to do the things that you're doing in this world, and you're going to practitioners and you're doing rituals and you're casting spells on people thinking that you could destroy them, the only person that you're destroying is yourself. Everything that you do is determining your own destiny. Every choice that you make determines your own fate. Every thought of significance that you have is crushed out by the significance of the Most High God. No one is more important than God. And no one is going to go against God without being put in their place. So I appreciate all of the attempts that you've made on my life, sweetie. I appreciate you using your family's medical influence to get someone to purposely infect me with HIV. I appreciate you taking that ratchet ass nigga from up off my hands. Because I didn't want him. That's your man. You can have him, sweetie. That's why I told him to marry you. And I also appreciate you all telling on your motherfucking selves with your arrogance and your ego, which you have allowed to run rampant. You, his family, him, my mother, my family, my coworkers, friends, every person that you paid thinking that you were going to swap destinies with me, you only propelled me forward into my actual destiny. So thank you. Because everything you do works towards the will of the Most High God. And whether you think so or not, I see you. And God sees you. And you will pay for the things that you do. It is what it is. No decisions that I've ever made have been to intentionally harm anyone. But all of the decisions that you all have made were made specifically to destroy me. And I'm still standing. So, with that being said, if you are a chosen vessel and you are going through these things, stand strong. And sweetie, you are the booger coming out of my nose. That's how low you are. Seriously. That's what you are. Snot. Germs. That's It's what you are. And if I don't want you to exist, you won't. Straight like that. If I don't want you to exist, sweetie, you won't. Because I don't deal with demons. God does. So I don't have to deal with you. It is what it is. I let God do my dirty work. Because can't nobody get to you faster than the Most High God. I mean, everything that you're made of is from the materials of the Most High God. God took God's own materials and matter from God's self and created us. So everything that you are is God. And if you are not in alignment with that, God will wipe your ass out without a second thought. He will let you live long enough to believe that what you're doing is working. And then he will allow you to see everything that you built crumble before your fucking eyes. Everything. Meanwhile, this is what I'm doing. I'm focusing on who and what is important to my life. I'm being with those who make me happy. Okay? And I'm believing in myself. And I'm only dealing with people who believe in me and believe in themselves. Okay? And y'all just do the things that make you happy, sweetie. Is that all you got to say? Lies? Lies, lies, and more lies? I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to make a video of the culprits who initiated all of this shit. I'm going to show them y'all wedding photos. Since y'all can't leave me the fuck alone. Since y'all want to be exposed so badly. I'm going to go ahead and do that for y'all. I'm going to expose you all. I'm going to put together a video of photos of all of the people who were involved in purposely infecting me with HIV. And I'm going to let the world see you for who you are, because when I look at those pictures, I can see that mask that you got on your face, that glamour spell that you put on yourself. I can see it, sweetie. I got over 10,000 photos in my motherfucking phone. 10,000. And I got even more in my Google photos. So when I put together this video, it's probably going to take me a week or two. I'm going to put it all together and I'm going to put it all in order. And I'm going to show y'all how miserable you truly are. I didn't do nothing to y'all. And sweetie, you've been coming for me since before you got with that nigga. You've been coming for me since before then. Yeah. And I'm, quite frankly, tired of it. And I know that you still working tirelessly to try to destroy me. But you can't destroy God. And while I might not be the Most High God, I am a representative of the Most High God. And I am in full alignment with the will of the Most High God. That's why everything that you all have conjured up against me has only destroyed you all. You're losing everything right now, including your sanity. And I have been instructed to just go ahead and put the final nail in your coffin. Exactly, Yvette. You can't destroy God's work. That's exactly what it is. And the thing about it that makes it so pathetic is that these are the things that they're teaching their kids. And if y'all was so willing to put in decades of work for no reward, I believe that the devil is going to have fun tricking you for the rest of eternity, torturing you for the rest of eternity, indefinitely, for infinity. So, at the end of the day, you can keep stirring the spoon in your cauldron. You can keep conjuring up demons. But those demons work for God. And they are only torturing your soul, tricking you into believing that the things that you're doing are going to work out in your favor. They're not. I knew this when I was first diagnosed. I knew it. I sat down and I said to myself, I said, I know this bitch got something to do with this. I looked at the pictures and I said, I know this bitch got something to do with this. I knew it. And it might have took me some years to put it all together. I mean, it was a very, very intricate plan. It was. But the God that I serve made all of you all make several mistakes in which you told on yourselves. You sent people into my life to love me and leave me. You sent people in my life to love me and leave me. You convinced my mother that y'all was going to bring her into the fold. Convinced her. Or did she convince you all? See, that's to be determined. I still am confused about that. I'm still slightly confused about whether my mother pulled y'all into it, whether y'all pulled my mother into it, or whether you all have been plotting and planning this since I was a child. When I met your husband, I was 14 years old. And that man has been putting magic on me and you and everyone that he deals with. See, I remember that knife that you found or that you stole. I remember that knife. I remember that double-faced knife that you stole. And I remember that you placed it on a picture of me. I remember that. Yeah. And Yvette, I made you a moderator, sweetie. So anybody you want to get rid of, you are welcome to do so. I don't even give a fuck. I don't care. I don't need people in my life that are subscribing and unsubscribing and resubscribing and unsubscribing. Y'all do the same thing. Y'all pattern. That's what told on y'all. Your pattern told on you. It's 4 of you. You subscribe. You get on my page. You say stupid shit. You get blocked. You unsubscribe. And then you go and make new pages. And then you come and you resubscribe. And then you do the same thing all over again. And just like I can see your pattern, so can the police. Even the ones that you have working for you. Once they realize that this shit is getting out of hand, they are going to turn on you, sweetie, because they don't want to lose their comfort. They don't want to lose their salary. They don't want to lose their security over a jealous-hearted, vindictive bitch that just couldn't get it. You just could not get it. So, with that being said, hey, how y'all doing? Y'all doing well. I hope y'all doing well. And at the end of the day, I'm okay. I know y'all wanted me to be homeless. I know y'all wanted me to be broke. I know y'all wanted me to be all of these things. But sweetie, when you work for God, you don't need nothing but God. God will provide you with everything you need. I literally sat and said to myself 2 weeks ago, I am not even using the resources that are provided to me as a person with HIV. I'm not using the resources. And as soon as I said it, God said, why aren't you? And I get on the phone and I start making calls and I start making appointments. And these people here in Tampa didn't waste no time getting me into this facility. They didn't waste no time making sure that I was straight. They didn't waste no time making sure that I didn't have to worry about a place to stay for 2 years. I don't got to worry about a place to stay for 2 entire years. 2 years. For 2 years, I get to get myself together while they help me get a housing voucher. You see how you benefited me, sweetie? You see how everything that you've done has worked towards my good? Exactly. God does miracles. God moves mountains. And God allows these idiots to believe that they have authority. When you are tapping into black magic and you are using voodoo and you are using practitioners and you are making voodoo dolls and you are doing everything out of alignment, you have to know that that power that you are tapping into comes from the Most High. So how did you ever think that you being out of alignment with the Most High was going to tap into that power without it backfiring? That's why I don't use magic. That's the reason why I don't use magic, sweetie. That's the reason why I don't call on these deities to do dirty work for me. I call on God. And I allow God to appoint said deities to do the dirty work. So I don't have to go to the deities. Why would I go to the middleman when I can go to the plug? And I know you thought your nigga was a plug. But everybody in that hood know he ain't. He ain't no plug. That nigga is just an extension cord. That's all he is. He ain't the plug. He's an extension cord. And your dumb ass, stupid little girl that you are, thought you was with the plug. That nigga ain't plugged nothing but his dick into 50,000 bitches. That's all he's done. He's plugged his dick into every bitch in that city. And that's why I told him to marry you. Like real shit. I told him to marry you. Exactly. Exactly, but he's the hoe. He's the hoe. And the funny part about it is this. See, I have the type of memory that I catalog shit. When people say things that don't make sense to me, I put it into a box and I say, to be determined. Why the fuck did this motherfucker say this to me? To be determined. And I let that shit sit until the evidence presents itself on why these people said these things to me. And I remember while I was working at Octopharma Plaza, I remember while I was getting myself prepared to come to that wedding, I remember my boss, David Roby, coming to me and offering me information that I had not asked for. Oh, you know, I used to stay in Tampa. You know, I know people in Tampa. And I thought to myself, why the fuck is he telling me this? Like, do he know I'm going to a wedding in Tampa? And how would he know that I'm going to a wedding in Tampa? That's because he know you, Miss Keisha Smart. Or Miss Keisha Carswell. He know you. He knows you. And you know him. And I believe y'all know each other in a sexual manner. Is that what? They be fucking. Y'all be fucking. Y'all be fucking. Just like, what his name is? Charles? Is that his name? You fucking him too, ain't you? Do Shock know that? Do Shock know that you fucking more niggas than he is bitches? Is that something that y'all okay with? I got pictures of you with Telly whispering in your ear, sweetie. I got a Apple picture. It's an iPhone picture. And you know, iPhone pictures, if you hold them, they're like videos. And I can see him whispering into your ear. And I know exactly what he said to you. I know. And when I showed that photo to Vicky, I could see the fear in her motherfucking face. I could see it. She was scared as hell because she was slapped with the truth of the fact that I was gonna uncover what y'all had done. She knew it. She knew it. Just like Shock knew it. And the funny part about it is, everybody knew it, but your dumb ass. Everybody knew that I was capable of piecing shit together. I'm not being jealous, sweetie. I don't have to be jealous. Why would I be jealous of a woman who is getting cheated on every day of her life? Why would I be jealous of a woman who wants to be me so badly that she would work tirelessly to infect me with HIV? Why would I be jealous of her? It's comical to me. That bitch is a court gesture. You're funny because you trying to destroy me, you pushed me to the point to where I will become a multimillionaire. You pushed me to that point. So thank you, sweetie, for all that you do. And I really appreciate you because I ain't even have to pay you. I ain't even have to pay you, boo. Bitch, you did such a good job. I couldn't have planned this myself. I could not, in no way, shape, form, or fashion, have foreseen these things. I say hindsight is 20/20. I had to replay the tape over and over and over and over again. I had to replay that tape so much that I almost drove myself crazy. And the more I played the tape, the more fear I could see on my own mother's face, because she knew it. She knew the same thing Shock knew. She knew the same thing Miss Cheryl knew. She knew the same thing Vicky knew. She knew the same thing that Ashley knew. If you show that bitch Jessica too much, she's going to expose you. And it's funny to me that they pushed your stupid ass up to do all of this shit. Pushed you up to believe that you could be bad as me. And the whole time, I was sitting on the sidelines applauding you all. Saying things like black excellence. Congratulating you all on your marriage. Happy. I would have walked that nigga down the aisle to you if I could, boo. Literally. I would have walked that nigga down the aisle to you. Because I didn't want him. I didn't want him. I don't want no man that can't keep his dick to himself. Who does? That's a low value man. That's a little boy. Why would I want a man that can't keep his dick out of any and every hole that he finds? He probably fucking boys too. And you're okay with that. As long as you can have the status that you believe that he has. He has no status, sweetie. And neither do you. The only person in this world, in this universe, in this whole entire multiverse that has status is God. And if your ass ain't in alignment with God, everything done in the dark gonna come to the light. And that's what I did. I shined a light on all that you all were doing. I shined a light on all of your connections. I shined a light on everything that you thought you had hidden. I exposed you for the low down, scallywag, foot dragging ass heifer that you is. That's what it is. What's up, Lola? How you doing, sweetie? But I really don't be trying to get into naming people. But I also am not finna allow you all to continue to come on my page under these fake ass profiles. And I'm just gonna sit here and act like I don't know who the fuck you is. I know who y'all are. When y'all come on here, y'all say hateful shit. Y'all call me grandma. Y'all say all these things. Bitch, you're the grandmother. And you're younger than me. Don't your son got babies? Don't your son got babies? Ain't one of them babies belong to another nigga and they not sharks? Both of them kids ain't sharks. One of them kids ain't sharks. One of them children, one of them little boys that your ass got do not belong to Shark. But he taking care of them. And you been putting magic on him. And he's been putting magic on you. And y'all literally been sprinkling magic on every goddamn body trying to cover up your dirt. And all of the magic that you all have used, I literally saw through it. I saw through it. A picture is worth 1,000 motherfucking words, boo. And I got 100 pictures that my mother took of your wedding. I didn't take not one picture at that motherfucking wedding. But my mama took a bunch of them. And I don't know if my mom was subconsciously attempting to give me the ammunition that I needed to defeat you, or if she was just that fool. I really don't know, and it doesn't matter. Because it all worked towards the will of the Most High God. Like, that shit is crazy. It's crazy to me, man. I got so many photos and so much evidence of the shit that you all have been doing behind the scenes, and the fact that y'all thought y'all was untouchable. Y'all thought y'all was untouchable. Y'all really got smart game on y'all wedding. Smart game. Y'all don't feel so smart now, do you? You don't feel so smart now, do you? I'm gonna wrap this live up because I've said more than I intended to say. I really just wanted to let y'all know, like, damn, y'all keep doing shit and y'all won't keep y'all hand out the pot. What's up, London in the building? Y'all won't keep y'all hand out the pot. Being a grandma is nothing to be ashamed of. All it means is you did at least one thing right. Did she? Did she? To be before you even turned 40? She did something right? Really? Really? To be a grandmother before you are 40 years old is doing something right? I don't think so. To be a grandmother and your son isn't even married and he's still living with his grandmother, I don't think so. I don't think that's something right. And sweetie, you can keep putting X's, but the only thing getting X'd out is your ass. Right now. Right now. Getting X'd out. See? That's the only thing getting X'd out, sweetie, is you. Your whole entire family is getting X'd out. Your whole entire family is going to prison. I wonder if Miss Cheryl is going to pass away before she actually gets sentenced. I don't think she's going to be able to handle that. I don't think she's going to be able to handle the charges that are going to be placed upon her for the part that she played in orchestrating this entire thing. Because I got photos of her as well. I got photos of Vicky. I even got photos of Ashley once she realized what it was that y'all was doing. And I remember shortly thereafter, some way, somehow, Ashley got a job in the medical field. You thought your pool was that superior, huh? More superior than God. Y'all asses is going underneath the penitentiary, sweetie, and y'all is getting federal charges. Y'all gonna be fucked. And that nigga Sharp, he don't wanna do no time. Why you think he did Tim the way he did? Why do you think all of his friends are dying from opioid overdoses? Why you think that white girl got thrown on the side of the road? Why? Because that nigga don't want to do no time. That nigga don't want to do no time, sweetie. And he will throw your ass under the bus just so he won't have to do one day behind bars. That nigga is bitch made. And I'm gonna expose you motherfuckers. That's what I'm gonna do. Because God told me I could. God told me all of the dirt that y'all have done to me and all of the spells, black magic that you have casted gives me authority to expose you for the low-life scoundrels that you are. And I mean, I'm good. Real shit. I'm all good. I got my books. I got my bed. The shit that y'all did to me put me in a position to where I could get all of this shit. Okay, India in the building. Cocotomy. Okay. All right, Fun TV. We see you, sweetie. But yeah, man, I just really wasn't intending on saying y'all names, but I am so tired of y'all in my live with the fuck shit, and y'all think that I don't know that it's y'all. I know it's you. I know Shonda got something to do with it too. I know it. Just like I know Chaz got something to do with it. I know when they took that trip to Mexico that they were hiring practitioners to cast spells on me. I know it. And it is disgusting. It is disgusting. It's very disgusting. It's disgusting that you believe that I was supposed to keep my mouth shut about it. It's disgusting that they believed that they were going to purposely infect me with HIV and destroy my career, destroy my entire life, destroy my marriage, destroy my own capabilities to even be able to financially support myself. And I wasn't going to say nothing because I was going to be scared of being called a snitch. Bitch, please. The things that you all have tried to do would have worked when I was 20 years old. And that's when he knew me. So all of the advice that he gave you about my character and the things that would take me down, it was all from a past version of who I am. And Steve Knight, if it's so boring, get off the page, baby. You don't gotta be here. You don't gotta be here. And this is about Shaquem Smart. This is about Miss Cheryl Blanton. This is about Vicky Stewart. This is about, what is your name? Lakeisha Carswell. This is about a corrupt family of criminals that live in Bel Air that thought that they was gonna fuck me over without getting fucked too. And I don't have to take meds, sweetie. Have you taken yours? Have you taken yours? Because you're gonna need meds pretty soon, because you're gonna lose everything. You're gonna lose everything, including your freedom. Okay, Keisha? You're gonna lose it all, sweetie. Because not only am I exposing your ass, God is all around you. And you can't escape God. You might be able to try to deter people from listening to what I'm saying. You may. But you cannot escape the grasp, the wrath, and the fury of the Most High God. I have been anointed and appointed. And God granted me the authority to do to you all what you attempted to do to me. And all I got to do is simply speak my truth. That's all I got to do is speak my truth, sweetie. While you tell lies and try to tap into power that resides with the Most High. Every day I get up and I see something else that supports what I'm saying. Every day. And it's almost like the universe is giving me the evidence. The universe is like, here you go. I want to gift you with this today. I want to gift you with this today. I went and I got my social security name changed. I got my name back, my maiden name. I got my address updated with the Social Security Administration. Now, don't be an idiot and use your position to try to get that information, because you will really be telling on yourself. You will be telling on yourself. I don't care what you say about me, but it's clear that you care what I have to say about you. Okay, well, if you agree with Steven, why are you still watching, sweetie? Why are you still watching? Y'all watching because y'all know y'all ass is on the chopping block. You're watching because you don't have any more plays left. You're watching because it's my game now. And you can't do nothing about it. You could go and try and sue me for defamation of character, but you're only going to be exposing yourself. Do you need someone to look after you, Steven? Do you need someone to look after you? Real shit. I went to that wedding, and before I even went to that wedding, a guy said to me, I said, you want to come to this wedding with me? He said, no, that sounds like red rum to me. He was telling me what y'all had plotted and planned because he was probably in on it. See, all of the signs was there. I just did not want to believe that someone did not want to believe that someone that I had saved from going and doing fed time would allow anyone to try to come up against me. Not only did he allow for you to come up against me, he actually gave you the blessing, gave you the idea, gave you the notion that you could come up against me. He can't even come up against me. Why you think he threw your dumb ass under the bus? Why you think Shonda let you do all the dirty work? Why you think Chaz kept herself way in the background somewhere? Why do you think these people allotted you to do these things that you've done? Because they knew they ain't want no parts of it, huh? They knew that. They thought, well, damn, long time ago, Jessica was really, really fucked up about Shaw. And it almost drove her crazy. So if we could put her back in that mind space, we might have a chance of destroying her and stealing her destiny. Break bread forever, what's good? Trend of light, what's good? Okay, nigga. Like, y'all so see-through and transparent. It's funny. It's funny at this point. It's just funny. I mean, only person going crazy is y'all. I could see that nigga in my mind right now, pacing back and forth, trying to figure out what can he do to save himself, because he don't give a fuck about saving you. He don't give a damn about saving you. He don't give a damn about saving his own mama. As long as he ain't got to do that time, that's all that he care about, sweetie. That's all that he cares about. That's it. And that's all. And that white girl that y'all had stick me with that spike needle, she gonna tell on y'all ass. Because she ain't built for this shit. She's not built for it. And neither are you. So continue to keep putting your hands in the pot, because everything you do is going to benefit me. Everything that you have done thus far has benefited me. You literally gave me HIV. And then you tried to make me poor and homeless, not thinking that people with HIV are housed by the government. Make it make sense, sweet. What soap opera was you watching that made you think that this shit was gonna be possible? What soap opera was y'all watching? I mean, really. Was it Guiding Light? Was it All My Children? Was it As the World Turns? What was it? Was it what it was? General Hospital? What soap opera was your mama watching? Because my mama watched all of them. My mama watched all of them. So I could see this shit coming from a mile away. I knew y'all was on some funny shit when y'all spent the entire year prior to that having my mother constantly talking about this wedding that I am the one who told him to give you. I told that nigga, called me and said, I got 2 rings, but I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I said, what you waiting for? Go on and marry that girl. Literally. Go on and marry her. I wrapped that nigga in a bow for you, baby. And you still couldn't appreciate it. You literally throwed your future away trying to destroy mine. And I prepared your future for you, put it on a plate and wrapped the bow around it and handed it to you. And your jealousy just couldn't let you be grateful. Miss Keisha, baby, your ass is going to prison. Who gonna raise your babies? While you worrying about who I'm dating, while you're worrying about which facility I'm staying in, while you have police riding through the parking lot, I'm living my best life. And it's only going to get better, sweetie. This is literally the beginning of all of my blessings. And I know it might seem insignificant, but I got 2 years to get my shit together. 2. If you can't get your shit together in 2 years, you don't want to. If you cannot get your shit together within 2 years, you don't want to. And y'all have had decades upon decades to get right. It's been past 20 years since the last time I was with that nigga. 20 years, sweetie. All that nigga is some good dome. That's all he is. He got some good dome. Little dick, good dome. And I taught him that. Anybody could be taught how to eat pussy, baby. Anybody. Real shit. Like, you think I want that nigga? I don't want that nigga. That nigga can't keep his dick to himself. And it ain't big enough for him to be putting it in everybody. Real shit. But if that's the nigga that you want, shit. I hope God take a liking to your ass, bitch. Because I don't. I'm going to get up off of here because they say they got cake. So I'm finna go get me some cake and celebrate. It's a celebration, bitches. It's a celebration, bitches. Yes. Celebration. So, Yvette, thank you so much for moderating. I appreciate you, sweetie. And I love each and every one of y'all, even the ones who I'm talking about. Like, I love all of y'all. And I appreciate y'all greatly, man. Y'all have really done so much for me. I couldn't begin to show my appreciation. I couldn't. It's just too much. Y'all have worked tirelessly to assist me in becoming a multimillionaire. So thank y'all. And Yvette, thank you. And everybody else, y'all be blessed, man. Y'all be good to y'allself. And be good to others because it is important. Be real with yourself. Therefore, you have the capacity to be real with others because that is also important. You know it don't take nothing to hit the thumbs up or the subscribe button. So if you was in the live, you was in the chat and you ain't did that, what the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously, what are you doing? Nonetheless, if you is vibing with your girl, you digging the content, or you just feel like you know a friend who could use this message, hell, if you live in Clearwater, Bella, Greenwood, Largo, shut a live, sweetie.